pump up the pace here. Just take all of those early kills. Is this a jinx if I say this? It's pretty stormy here in Brisbane today. If the stream mysteriously disappears, I have been knocked offline. A lot of the games that he's been in, we saw the KP Elder Titan yesterday. Didn't end up winning, but was still very, very powerful, even with, you know. Do we have any big long item builds queued up anywhere? Morphling actually copping an arrow. They're taking a lot of damage. InYourDream getting sent packing back, and it's actually a first blood at top as KezQ gets brought down. Really just kind of nuke to get a little bit of information. Gonna try and swipe some experience out of this, but there was a trap waiting for him on the cliff, so I think instead he's just gonna be added to the farm total for Boom, even kind of wasting a fairy fire there. March also coming in, at least he snipes the courier. Trying to get the stomp onto him. Looks like the vision just kind of out of range there, so March still hanging around. Abed, a little bit low on mana, but coming in anyway, and Cuckoo also making the rotation. They've got the Ravage, not the easiest to go onto Mikoto as they look for another stomp. It is going to catch Cuckoo, but he immediately Kraken shells it off. Abed, however, not so lucky, and here comes the Chakram damage. Can he escape, dissimulate down onto the low ground? And the Cuckoo also trying for a TP out, but just barely gets finished off. Too much damage. March now getting caught. They have defended these stacks with their lives. Currently, so not going to be the easiest, but they are still going to make a go onto him. A little bit of damage from that Whirling Death. Ravage also going to get popped. Can they finish the job? Two-man stomp. FBZ gets out of there, but the Timber Chain into the follow-up bounties. And Dreamcell actually just getting surrounded now. Gonna pop the ultimate to try and fight his way out. Abed needs to land this bird. He actually manages to do it, and the nukes are huge. Fragrances sure are useful against the TA, who is now getting gone on. Kodo getting dragged back in, doesn't have the refraction charges, gets it back up now, but it is getting worked through pretty quickly. Abed still diving for this kill. The Earth Splitter breaking up the fight. Cuckoo just gonna pop the Ravage to ensure that kill. Zephyr has a great opportunity to use the freezing field. He's not even dead just yet. KezQ manages to avoid a few of those pops. Cuckoo still diving this tier 2 tower, doing some good damage, though looks like Abed should still be okay. 2 for 1 thus far, but Dreamcell is here to clean up. He focuses down March first. Abed just needs to survive for a second so he can get this next Astral Step off. Actually goes back in to try and get the hide kill. I guess realizing that he was going to get chased down by Dreamcell either way. Such a pain in the butt. He snipes Dreamcell's courier. Mikoto is still looking for him. They hit him with the scan, hit him with the dust. Can they stay on top of him? Seems like they should be able to. March trying to salve to survive. Trusty shovel. And then that'll give them a little bit of extra information about what the Roshan status is, but it does seem like we're starting to move into a Roshan battle already. KezQ getting gone on first. Arrow trying to protect him, but InYourDream already nukes him down. Hasn't used the waveform. Got to be a little careful. Hyde poking and prodding from the side. Mikoto is just trying to grab those last couple of neutral items for the team. And it does for Wolf, but it immediately gets dealt with. Abed still just chasing after KezQ, creating a distraction while his team goes for the real objective. He does still have an Astral Step, so gets that bit further away, going to try and dissimulate his way up onto the high ground. Actually fakes them out, but gets trapped, not in the best position. Does keep Mikoto away for a moment. The Roshan actually not going down all that quickly. And now with Abed dead for 45 seconds, Boom can clean this up very quickly. The courier trying to scout, but it actually just gets side-bladed down. Among Us holding this high ground. Poked at, but Makoto's got a 10-second BKB, so he doesn't care. He's just going to go straight in. Cuckoo hanging on to the Ravage. Can't afford to use it too early on in this fight. Crystal Maiden a little bit low on mana. Zephyr getting gone on. He does have a Ghost Scepter to survive. Still poking and prodding at Cuckoo. Dreamcell has used the ultimate. The Ravage comes out at the last moment. Zephyr jumps in trying with the freezing field, but he ends up killing the Necrobook, and that just obliterates him. 2/3 of his HP disappears. And Boom now going to run for the pit. No worries whatsoever with the Ravage down. They are going to buy back on the Crystal Maiden. Among Us. This is not what they were hoping for when they made that initial move into the Roshan pit. Abed trying to get in there, but no, not going to be in time. Lycan picks up the Aegis, and now Boom just hoping that they can retreat cleanly out of this fight quickly. Making the move over. FBZ kind of in no man's land with no mana either. Going to try for the Timber Chain away, but Abed's still right on top of him. So Among Us claim a kill. Can they all get out cleanly is going to have to be the question. InYourDream heading into the tree line. Cuckoo does have the Ravage, but Dreamcell's in here with the Shapeshift popped. Among Among Us just hiding in the trees. Cuckoo gotta be a little careful. Hyde walks forward straight into the Morphling and just gets blown the heck up. And now with the shapeshift starting to wear a little bit thin, they're actually getting caught on the way out. Unfortunately, no tracks for Among Us. Could have maybe waited for March to get into position there, but triple kill for InYourDream, and this Morphling really starting how good this Silver Edge actually ends up being. Zephyr getting gone on. Cuckoo jumps forward, trying to protect him. Does get saved by the Ghost Scepter for now, but the Hex comes through, and that is a very dead Crystal Maiden. Tower. They're not coming over just yet. And with the minus armor, Among Us actually able to bring this down pretty quickly. FBZ coming over. He might be the first one into the fray, but it's just a little too late. Aegis is already being claimed. He walks straight into the silence, so just going to keep on getting auto-attacked down by InYourDream. Dreamcell popping everything. The Ravage connecting on basically nothing, as Dreamcell going to keep on going for Cuckoo. Not sure if the Tide's really all that important to target. Who else can they find is really going to have to be the question. March tanking for InYourDream. Throws his body in the line for the President, but he was morphing the wrong way there, and now Boom just waiting for him on the respawn. It gets absolutely annihilated. I don't even think the Earth Splitter went off, but the natural order, he just got, and now coming back to the base to try and take this next team fight. Used, and Boom I think could easily just back themselves up if they wanted to, but gonna pop the shapeshift and just keep on working. Abed dealing with the mid wave. 8 seconds to go on the Morphling respawn. Can they catch them on the way out here? Zephyr's got the blink. He's looking for it. 4 steps forward, but couldn't quite catch. Is at bottom. They have pretty good intel, but it's just not easy to start the fight. They walk up onto the high ground. Makoto gonna get jumped on with the immediate Ravage. Can they focus him down in time? Can he get the BKB off? He can't. Abed with the follow-up lockdown. Among Us just like that. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, they burst down the TA. They get a follow-up kill on the Timbersaw. Claim it. Tier 3 dead. Fills him up. Hyde looking for the arrow. March once again. Get down, Mr. President. Gonna keep him nice and safe so that they can just clean up this lane of Rack. Still 15 seconds to go on those 2 cores, so they can't really take this fight. Thinking about it. Top Rex, actually, did that just get cleaned up by these catapults? It looks like it may have. So March coming over. Sentry down. Hyde's managed to catch him. Could be the first kill to start off this fight. Does he have a buyback? He does. And might be forced into using it. The courier's already inside of the pit. I don't know where he can position it to avoid it just dying to the TA, but all right, he buys. And this is now really going to be the fight for the game. Ravage is back up in 20 seconds, so if Boom can claim it before that point, that would be the ideal for them. It's just up to Among Us to see if they can slow them long enough. Maybe throw some bodies on the line. It's dying pretty quickly. All right, Aegis, Cheese, and the Aghanims picked up. It's actually the Templar Assassin with the Aghanims, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Maybe going to come jumping into this fight in a moment. They're focusing onto the Tide. Cuckoo going to get 4-step. He's up on the cliff. That might be an okay place for him to be, though. Abed fighting this out. The Ravage doesn't connect onto anything. Abed still going with InYourDream, looking very healthy. They have managed to bring down Makoto the once, and now they continue to turn this fight. Kezcute getting sent packing as Hyde now getting auto-attacked down. Dreamcell just manages to TP out. Why is the Aegis on the Lycan? Is Kezcute dead? Yeah, he's tracked. He's gone. Cuckoo and March. Quick work of him. He's dead for 90 seconds. They're not even going to get a full 5-man fight at this point. Among Us, they can't get the last remaining lane of racks, but I don't think it matters. They're just going straight forward onto the tier 4s and not going to get that stomp off from Kezcute. InYourDream makes quick work of him, and now Hyde also Hex his hit. Yule's mech, and they should be able to make it back into the fountain. Boom. Just waiting for this TA to respawn. March has gone back to try and deal with the wave. I don't know. I guess they have to fight. They can't really try and make a rat play. Some BOTs or anything. Speaking of BOTs, March is picking some up. Wants to rejoin his team shortly. 40 seconds to go on the Ravage. Dreamcell coming in. Don't think he really wants to focus on the Tidehunter. He wants Zephyr first, but Abed just forces him away. InYourDream getting gone on great 4-step. Gets him out of range of the arrow, and now he can just turn around and start man-fighting. Makoto locked down and dead. Dead for 100 seconds, and with that, Among Us pulling it back from what looked like the jaws of defeat, and we'll be taking this first game. Boom just hit a wall. It really didn't. It felt like they were doing great. They were doing great. They hit all of these item timings, and then they lost their nerve, or they felt like they couldn't just walk up onto the high ground. And sure, they've got a little save from the Shadow Demon, but to me, it feels like once the once the Among Us heroes are on top of you, I think you're just all dead. Like, none of you are particularly tanky. I kind of like that the Lina is a core this game. It means that she's not going to be quite so susceptible to the clockwork, and, you know, can still get a relatively fast Yules, but maybe get a Force Staff if she needs it. And the burst damage seems kind of scary. So 2-2, Bounty Rune, nothing too interesting. Mid lane for Abed, he's already prepped with his magic stick. So, and at bottom, Zephyr dead. SQ going to be picking that one up, and Boom particularly well. And Zephyr actually finding him here. Dreamicell locked down Cuckoo. Can he land the stun? He does manage to do so, and Dreamicell looking like he's going to be going down for the first time here. Now they just turn their attention back over towards Kez. Very nice. March getting stacked up. He's looking very dead. Hyde trying to finish him off. This Arcane Curse is pretty painful, so Hyde just gonna have to TP out this. But there's an Observer Wood scouting him, so they're just gonna try and go for the Batrider first. Stun connects onto him. Couple of auto attacks coming through. Makoto does have the lasso, but March still laying in with the auto attacks. At least they've got the Gust. Cuckoo, can he finish the job? Makoto's surviving, but looks like the Arcane Curse might tick him out. 2 for 1 thus far. March still fighting. Hyde also coming in here to try and put an end to this push, but taking some damage here is not nearly as significant as the fact that these other towers have almost died, and Makoto getting gone on at mid, RP'd into a follow-up stun from Cuckoo. Not expecting the Lina to be here, but making great early use of this Laguna Blade. InYourDream is going to look for the jump away to March, who is now going to hold the high ground. There's still a hookshot though from Kezcute, and they will be able to finish off this kill. Actually, InYourDream still kind of escaping. The dust is lasting a little while longer though, and there's just too much long-range artillery. Now March also looking like he should get chased down, and yeah, with the disruption, even if he tried for a TP, they still have the cogs to interrupt this stage. Kezcute coming in to say hello, but gets skewered straight back into the waiting arms of the Lina, and he's just going to be a free kill. I don't even really know why he's here. I think this is going to prove to be a very significant difference for him. Trying to go for the TP up here at top. Zephyr trying to TP out, but that immediately gets interrupted. So being very dead. May have just come out a little bit too far. Well, they do get revealed. Zephyr actually going to get gone on first, but they've jumped straight into the backlines, gone for Kezcute. InYourDream looking for a little bit more. The Global Silence helping to protect him, but now here comes Makoto. Last second lasso into the Gust as well. Nowhere for InYourDream to go, just walking forward towards the Drow. Trouble for March as he's now going to be forced to TP away, and well, Among Us were the aggressors, but InYourDream going in a little bit too deep, and we'll end up paying the price. Boom going to be super happy with that trade in this fight. Is he being spotted here? Ooh, trying for the skewer away. All right, got disrupted at the same time. Hook shot as Zephyr just kind of out in no man's land here. He'll be a quick kill. Abed won't really be able to get back over. Still a few seconds to go until the blink cools down. Zephyr might be able to get denied. Not going to happen, but still a 1-for-1 trade thus far. And into the backlines, they find FPZ. His Force Staff actually on cooldown, but unfortunately InYourDream didn't have the blink strike for another 3 seconds, so couldn't finish off the kill. Is Among Us. Here's the lasso. Makoto actually able to get a little bit further back with the illusion rune, getting the dispel there. Now they're chasing for more. InYourDream in danger. Manages to jump away with the trick. Second blink strike, but it's too much damage for Dreamicell as suddenly he really seems to be making any kind of a move. Seemingly content, just knowing that it's happening. They do have these illusions to tank, so that's helping out a little bit. Aegis. Are they giving the Aegis to the Batrider? Made room for it. Yeah, Dreamicell's putting the branch back in his inventory, so there's going to be Makoto Bat with the Aegis. Dream comes over. Global Silence getting popped. They want to take this fight. Abed can't find the positioning for an RP just yet, though. They're moving closer. Drops the RP, but it's only onto 1. They drag Hyde back in into a nice stun from Cuckoo. Buyback as well. Among Us really committing for this fight. FBZ wanted that bounty room, but that separated him a little bit from his team. Abed trying to find the escape, but his skewer is still on cooldown for now as he tries for the TP, but he's going to the tier 1. Actually just ends up canceling it as he gets flame breaked up onto the high ground. Looks like that'll be the end of him. If he had TP'd anywhere else, I think he would have survived, but his team kind of messing him up. TPing to the tier 1 earlier in that fight. They will manage to claim the Aegis on the Batrider, so not a total loss, but with a dieback on the Treant, that was definitely not what Among Us were. Expensive one. Hoping. Boom. Cuckoo just kind of getting caught out here. Makoto finds him. InYourDream going to try for the turnaround. Makoto's still pretty tanky. Cuckoo doesn't manage to get all of his spells off. He still had the Laguna, but couldn't use it. Now they get the disruption. Those illusions are going to be very annoying for InYourDream. He can't even get the blink away. He's just getting kited around the tree line. So they have the detection for him. Tricks. He did actually manage to dodge that flame break, but still will be brought down in the end. Is he just on the edge of this? But does just have Force Staff, Lotus, and now going to be going for an Atos as well. Makoto is the target here at mid. They've got the double blink. They've got the vision on the high ground. They don't really want Kezcube, but looks like they are going to settle for him. He gets out a little further with the Force Staff, but it's not going to save him.
Dead on the dotted line.
So they are able to keep on chasing here. Do they still have more vision? No, they don't see anything else. Just gonna have to leave it for now. Cuckoo actually not even opting for the Yules in the end. Those just end up grabbing the Aether Lens for that little bit of extra reach. And boom, even with their Clockwork Dead, thinking about taking a fight, they're gonna go on InYourDream first. There is gonna be a global to counter initiate, but Dreamicell just gets out immediately with the Mantis, starts dishing out the damage, and that is more than enough for them to finish that kill. And now with no global, they do have an invis on the Magnus. Maybe Abed can find a big opportunity here. Heading over towards Zephyr. Got to be careful of any detection. Trying to group them up. Cuckoo's the first one found. Not the best target. Kezcube actually with a little bit of a pincer. This fight's getting scrappy and doesn't look like there's a real opportunity for Magnus to do anything. They just end up losing one more core. Zephyr is sweating. I mean, he's got a sentry plus an obs, so if they put down a sentry, he might be able to blink away in time. They're going to spot him. Grimacell, he's got the Manta. That's going to help a little bit. Zephyr going to blink on top of him now with the Overgrowth, though. Defensive disruption from Hyde. More heroes coming in to help. And now it's actually a decent turnaround from Boom. They just had too many numbers. InYourDream is dead yet again, and Zephyr might not even be able to escape. He's been dusted. Makoto is hot on his heels, and that is just going to be 3 kills for Boom. Dreamicell picking up another double kill. Shadow Demon kill, but Hyde already down in the river, and now with that used, Dreamicell just able to stand his ground against Cuckoo and just maul him to death. At least they get the Laguna Blade out, but Makoto's still surviving. Abed next in the chopping block. Dreamicell beyond godlike from 0 to hero this game. Miserable start, but stuck the landing 100% and seems to now just be leading his team to victory. Makoto also playing fantastically on this Bat Rider, and high ground defense creating space for the rest of the team to play, and not very initiation focused at all. With this, Aegis on the Drow Ranger. I was worried a little bit about the survivability for them, but turns out a good offense was being the best defense for Boom. And an immediate it's actually going to get Overgrowth. March now pops the global, but they're not even committing for the fight. Abed trying to skewer forward into a good position to get an RP off. Doesn't really find the opportunity. Still waiting, still waiting. Kezcube going to make life a little bit more difficult for him. InYourDream's getting gone, and they get the lasso on the magnet. At least the Ricky's still surviving, but InYourDream is super low. Dreamicell just completely cleaning house with the auto attacks. GG's already been called, so Abed's having a little bit of fun in the last moments here. But they never found that actual team fight, putting the tree and the Magnus and the Ricky together, getting up for the Drow's face, and Boom will be walking away with the win. We had a lot of 1-1s yesterday. We're starting off with that trend as well today here in the Monster Energy DOTA Summit 13.